Mr. Myki Tuff. Say what's up to the people, my general.
Yo, greetings, people. I hope you can all hear me. I'm over here in the UK, lockdown, but we don't lock out and the music a beat on the streets and through the speakers, you see?
Yes. But right now, boss man, so let we know a little. Go ahead.
This is my first international interview, you know?
Wicked.
So big up on yourself, you know? Big up Rod Sense and big up the whole of the crew, you know?
Yes, sir. So, since it's the first one, you know, just let the listeners and the viewers and everyone understand a little bit about you. Let them know who Myki Tuff is.
Okay, so Myki Tuff is, I would say, all-round musician. So I'm originally a bass player, but growing up in the UK in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, a lot of we had to be multi-talented. So at the same time as playing bass, I was DJing on sounds. And to kind of move forward, I kind of began sort of 81. Yes, 79, 81, I began DJing and playing bass guitar. Then for those of us who old enough to remember, the recession in 1984 was when we then had enough time to get up 12 hours a day. Sometimes 20 hours a day would be in the studio just playing.
Yes.
And that's where I really crafted my art. And all that's happened is just continue to pursue and continue to record music, which has brought me up to today. You know, so I'm actually finding a lot of my archive material now is now being available on social media like YouTube, etc. You know, so that's basically Myki Tuff. It's a bass player and a DJ.
So Myki Tuff, you hear that massive? Myki Tuff is an all-round musician, a bass player and a DJ. You understand? Been doing this for a while. So a lot of it. You played a different.
Yeah, I've played bass for. Yeah, I've played bass for Eeka Mouse. I've played bass for Eddie Fitzroy, Jennifer Lara, Dennis Brown. I've played bass for Elephant Man. I've played bass for Mykal Rose. You know, Tippa Irie. You know, Sweetie Irie. You know, cause there was a period where when reggae became digital.
Yes.
There was an era that every artist was doing PA, which was like just a personal appearance, so backing tracks.
Yeah.
So in that era, there was a lack of real musicians. So what I did was I went back to play with bands because I wanted to keep music live, which is my main emphasis still within music. I try and keep it live because that's where I learn my talent from, and there's less musicians now picking up an actual instrument. There are a lot of good producers, and the way that production now is kind of copy and paste, you know, download sounds and kind of build, which is a craft itself, but there are less hands-on musicians who are playing, which kind of enables me to still continue to play bass, because I still play bass today for Friendly Fire and for Harmony Reggae Band.
Wow, okay. So you hear that, the man Myki Tuff all the way from the UK right now, Jamaican artist, reggae artist, a musician all around. Yes, you heard it first right here, Jam 1 Radio, K101 Mainstream. So hey, just let me say, so basically just give me your thoughts about, before I get into that, who actually influenced you in the DJ thing? Like, why did you start DJing?
Technically it was because that was the mode of the songs that we began to listen to. So I was at that age when I started listening to music, it just moved from kind of ska mento into reggae. So when we born, we were kind of at the forefront, and then what happened, there were a lot of singers, but then there were a lot of what we call toasters, which were that men would just rhyme on the back of the rhythm. And that was in us more than the singers, because none of us could sing like the great singers. So
right, of course.
It was kind of what most of we was into. And when I kind of analyze it now, it kind of is the same thing that happens now, except that you can make money off it, you know. What we did, you know, it was exactly what the churchman did at church, singing the church songs.
Yes.
You know, so it was the same thing really. It's just the DJs for us stood out because they didn't have to sing. It was just make up the rhymes. So for a lot of us who
no, not to cut you, but I just wanted that point right there that you're making. So who was your DJ growing up?
My DJ growing up was Prince Farai with the deep voice. Yeah, it was the deep, you know, and it's funny because now, like, Bounty is one of my favorite DJs, and a lot of the deep, but Prince Farai stood out.
So
much as church was ingrown and most of the culture, records played a very more important part for us, for me as a youth with my dad educating me, than kind of going to church. Daddy kind of never really encouraged us to go. We just went to church because it was tradition.
Right.
When we came on, Daddy would say to us, them record, listen to what that man has. You get what I mean? And that was what, you know, it was Prince Farai for me. You know, it was when I look back, it was Prince Farai, that deep voice. I mean, when a record come out, you'd be scared when you hear him voice. That gravelly voice just make you listen. And for singers, for me, it was Burning Spear was for me the first singer that for me made me want to become a Rasta.
Right.
You know, it wasn't Bob Marley, it was Burning Spear. It was his songs in those eras, you know, early 70s, that made we decide to become Rastas. You get what I mean? It was, Burning Spear was a very big influence. Because we were biblical Rastas, but we were more militant.
Yes.
So we were more Israelites then, in terms of we were more warrior as in terms of Placid. So Burning Spear, you know, his songs meant more to us because he would talk, do you remember the days of slavery? Yeah. You know, and that for us was more powerful than Three Little Birds on My Doorstep. You understand?
Yes, I understand you. Yeah, man, I understand. So basically right now, you know, we are locked in and we're trying to, you know, still continue the energy with the reggae music and the vibes and still connect with the fans and let people know that, you know, we don't know this as a yardman, as a Jamaican and as a person that, you know, follow music for a long time, nothing in the world can stop us from continue our vibe and our music and our energy, no matter what happened. But in the situation right now, the situation is kind of detrimental and it's a crisis. What's your thoughts on what's really going on right now?
My thoughts that I personally believe that it's a big worldwide. So China and USA battling to become world powers. And within that struggle, them using different tactics to try and sway the massive publics to either be treated or be policed or be governed by them. You know, and what's interesting for me as a musician, a lot of the times we sing about what's happening, but what's good for me is that I've been able to sit down and actually access social media and actually really see some of the horrors and some of the truths that have been hidden. And it's what we've always sung about, you know, so nothing has really changed except the playing field. Right. You know, so back in our days it was racism, etc. Now it's government against everybody. So, you know, most of what most people know agree with our views as reggae people then are as Rastas then are as people that play this political music. You know, so reggae was always that music that get a fight because it always speak out. So record companies couldn't find out to promote this music that chanting down Babylon. Right. You know, so what they did was get other reggae artists to kind of introduce reggae on a different format. But for most of the hardcore people that we play to, and when you go to festivals, they like the truth. And reggae is one of the only forms of music that always speaks that. You know, whether you're black, white, Chinese, whether you like it or not, reggae speak it.
Definitely.
You know, so in this climate, what I urge people to do is, you know, use the format, because there are a lot of lies going out there. But what everybody has to do, there's a point for all of us as humans when we feel it. There's a vibe that you know say this is true.
Yes.
And you know say something wrong. Yeah. So there's question mark. So what people have to know is understand who leads us. Governments. Who make that democratic choice in governments? We. So next time when people look at them say, oh, everybody vote, nobody don't go, oh, me not in this system. Because we in this system whether or not we like it. You understand?
Like it
so people idiots like Trump only get in because there was not enough ghetto people to get up and put them vote. So now we feel in the crunch of what him do. You know, because there is actually a video going on where Obama speaks about Medicare and they make a comment say sooner or later they're going to release this virus into the air. You understand? So we know that there is behind hidden scenes. You think all of these James Bond films that they make up, you think them just make them up? Is reality them use and make films out of them, but those realities come to pass. You understand? And to me, people just feel look at what media is telling me and look at what's happening around you.
I understand. Just
you can come to
do your own research and then make a knowledgeable, decision.
And the thing is, everybody gonna have slight deviations, but guess what? All we're talking about, don't care who disagree with who, we know say something wrong.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So
everybody something wrong.
Definitely. So right now I got 4 of your tracks, and it's a point of the show where I start playing the songs, and after I play about maybe 50%, depends on it, and we'll just talk a little bit about the track and let the people get to know. So right now, Massive, we're going to introduce some of Myki Tuff's songs, and now we talk about reggae from the roots and everything, and this is one song called Roots Reggae, Myki Tuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a big up all who listening in and tuning in and rocking in.
This is a journey. This is a journey into sweet roots rock reggae music. The type of reggae music I used to listen to when I was a young man. You understand me, pattern? Boom, bam! This is the roots reggae me used to dance to when I was a young man. This is the Rasta reggae we used to unite with down in England.
Myki Tuff, Massive.
Say this is the roots reggae we used to dance to and turn me in a Rasta man. Yeah. And if you love the old school reggae music, crowd of people want you come now, wave for your hand. Hey. Down in the 70s when reggae was alive, now the reggae music gone computerized. But in a them the time reggae never disguised. And as a DJ it would the artist survive them the time. Sound man a fling dub wise. You never hear no idiot MC a make nice. You hear a DJ him lyric well organized. Make every man a skank like him a do exercise. You well want go home because your girl a make nice. 3 left 3 o'clock but your bone paralyzed. Or the DJ way a chatty make the dancing not ties. Lyrics hold your foot from 11 till 5. Boom bang. This is the roots reggae we used to dance to. Say when I was a young man. This is the roots reggae we used to dance to. On the wave, on the hand. Me look back now and me reminisce how we used to DJ on the 12-inch mix. Boom! All the time, yeah, the lyrical rhyme. Yeah, we full it up a culture and the Rastaman style. We never move in a click or team up in a gang. Everybody is a crew or a posse you belong. 12 o'clock, get locked up through the dance ram. And who want come in, happy bright name, man. Now give me the old school reggae, make me whole a sweet dance.
Myki Tuff, Massive. Right here on Jam 1 Radio K101, The Huddle. Mainstream Studios. Brought to you by Dub Shatters.
Ask for me name and number when she feel the size of the hardware and lumber. Boom bang, oh them day it used to sweet. And every week we have a new woman at that to the roots reggae day. So if you're happy and you love it, say power. If you're happy and you love it, say power. If you're happy and you love it, say power. And if you're happy and you love it, say power.
Say forward and pull up. Must we gonna play that another low and another back right now? We're gonna talk some more. Well, if that song right there, Myki Tuff, that song right there, Wiki the Tough, is a first track we play right now for you so that people can understand the type of thing you do. You understand? But, Brethren, for real. That's a wicked track. It's a wicked. And what I like about this track is, what I like about this song is, you talk about how reggae used to be. You talk about how the lyrics used to be structured. You understand? You talk about, we used to tell a story. We used to, when you listen to a song back in the day, you can. It's like watching a movie. You can tell a whole. You see what's going on. You understand? You listen on the radio, but at the same time, it's like you can visualize the whole thing and you can relate to it. So I give a joke now. Me try to do that right now, and boy, me can't follow them song nowadays, boss. I guess because I guess them living in a different Jamaica than me grew up at, you know. But so anyway, maybe they're firing too long, so maybe that's what it is. But me talk too much. It's your interview, so me make you talk about the song. You understand? Because the lyrics really.
Appreciate love, man. Appreciate love. Because remember, if If we probably need a DJ still, but that probably I do what you do, which is pushing out good music. You get what I mean? So it's one and the same. It's the same thing we are doing a different way. You know, we as writers, we just try and write what we see, put it to music, and hope people enjoy it. You know, cause it's there is always something to that we always see things, and you have some people express it by acting. We express it through music, and the beauty of music is that it connects with everybody. True, you know, and like I said, for me, that song Roots Reggae was kind of the first song I did with my current band now, Friendly Fire. I've been with this about 5 years. You get what I mean? And it was, I always had that lyric because, you know, people like you and I then, for those of us who have been in sound system from, you know, early 80s, really, will see the change. You know, reggae has gone through so much transformation, you know, and it's good because it still remains a dominant force.
It is. I mean, we influence a lot of different other music, a lot of different culture. You know, you have Japanese reggae, you have this reggae, you have a lot, enough things are going. So, yeah, we did a lot. Yeah.
It has, and that is the beauty of reggae. And it's again, I have to say reggae, not because, and I don't want people to think I've played in a tribute band, I played in rock tribute bands, I played funk bands and things, you know. But even when you play in funk bands, the musician in the funk band will say, "Hey Mike, can't you get me into a reggae band?" Because the vibe in a reggae band is different. It's you know, it's a love for the music as opposed to money, you know, and that's why I say the beauty of reggae, it's always educational, inspirational, and motivational. Good. You know, regardless of whether it's slack tunes, regardless of whether it's gun tunes. If most people listen gun tunes, you will know how to survive in Jamaica, because you will avoid them people. You will avoid them places. So when you listen to Badman tune and you hear them talk about certain roads, it's education. So when you go to Jamaica, you avoid them.
You avoid them roads. So,
it's educational, you know, and it's real. It's you know, it's real, you know, it's real, and that is the beauty of reggae. So with Roots Reggae now, for me, I've been able to still be in the music business and see that change and write about that change. Because there was a time when, you know, you can see how reggae evolved, because in early days, we had 12 inches, which was 4 minutes of an A side and 8 minutes of a version.
Right.
So why would a record company do that? Yeah. Because people still want to dance to the rhythm, and that, well, you know, record companies did that because there was opportunity for us then, and reggae was the only form of music that had a version what was just instrumental.
Yeah.
You know, and they do that so that the DJ just play and people dance.
Yeah, man, I say play the version.
Because more people can say something on the version, and that's how we're modern entertainers today. Definitely. Because, you know, if we analyze what reggae is now, or what we as DJs are now, back in the days, we were the Facebook, we was the Instagram. True. You know, we was the TV, because you'd get most of what was happening. The DJs would know, because somebody would always come to you and say, "Yo, Mikey," or "Yo, Big Dad," yo, this happened down the road. I want you to write a lyric about it. I say, "Are you serious?" Yeah, and you write about it. Yeah. You know, here what happened, where police, where government are going to do, whatever going to do, you write about it. Yes. You know, and again, people can know that because it came. People will only really recognize that now, the time when they started banning reggae artists from singing homophobic lyrics.
Yes.
So that is when the rest of the world will understand how important or how influential lyrics was to people. True, you know, true. And most of the world would understand that, because nobody in the world stands up and says, "Oh, we should ban artists from talking about killer soundman and chop off soundman head." You know, I hear them singing songs about blow up the soundman and kill the soundman, but nobody no come on the TV and say ban them. No, you understand? And it's the same kind of thing. You understand? So what happens is people even reggae then transform to that. You know, it adhere to that, because even reggae realized, so, well, if we want people to eat in the industry, because that is the only biggest change in reggae now and reggae way back. True. Is that reggae now it wants to make money off of its industry, which I don't blame it, because for a long time it's been plagiarized. And that's the only difference now, and that's why you will have so many different artists coming out with whatever they're coming out with. Some say it's crap, some say it's not crap. But for me, there is enough roots reggae, there is enough Rasta reggae, there is enough Christian reggae, there is enough gospel reggae for everybody if you go listen. It's just people lazy and don't want circuit.
No, that's true.
Just want click on pan.
That's true.
And Stone Love, click on pan, Mighty Crown, click on pan. I think that is reggae in a nutshell. You understand? So, you know, a lot of people complain and say, oh, you know, Mikey, there's not a lot of good reggae. For me, most of the authentic reggae, even if it's tracks that have been licked over, is now being done in Europe.
Right.
It's now being done in Europe, you know. Gentleman kind of started the trend.
Yeah.
Because there used to be a time when, there used to be a time when every artist would go to Jamaica. It's only Jamaica you could go to record real reggae.
Yeah.
It's not happening no more. Yeah. And only because, just like everything else, Jamaica is the leader for reggae.
Yeah.
You know, Jamaica has always been the lead for reggae. You know, so whatever happened in Jamaica happened everywhere. Right? Yeah. Then go to England, then go to Africa. And, you know, it's just with modern day artists them now following a hip hop style. Which is good because, lyrically, them doing it. Me just say them like for me then it's not really a problem for me because me still play reggae. Whether it's dancehall, me stay in my lane. And for me, even my daughters who are like 30 now, 28, even they said to me, Dad, we still prefer the 80s reggae, the Shabba, the Tiger.
Of course.
You know, even the beats.
The late 80s, 90s, after that reggae, boy, different. I can't say it's just different. So,
I know, for different people, again, even for me, even I have to write lyrics to suit the youth them.
Yeah, of course.
Because them like
talking about that, I don't want to cut you too much, but we have to get through these songs. This is my other tune, man.
Yes.
Listen to this tune. You talk about different type, you talk about warning people on streets and things like that. I like this tune here. Listen to this tune. Thing called War General Massive. Myki Tuff.
Yeah. Myki Tuff again. See all the soul man them. Yo, you know some love the clash thing, don't you? So you let me tell certain sound boy this. Alright? Hey, yeah, the War General. Certain sound have to reach the funeral. Yeah, me and the War General. Sound boy, ready for your burial. What do that sound boy when him get so bossy once a year him a war? Like Christmas turkey, me wicked and bad and me get bloodthirsty, killing off everything without no mercy. Bitter than lime and me sour like Cersei. War general with the biggest army. Chief of staff, me nah and no charge it from Kingston, Dean straight back to Mosley. Kill anything we try to clash with. Don't push your luck much, let upset we. Hey, right know me have to tell you this with the fun stop chapter 1 in the war gonna be and clap chapter 2 identify target lock chapter 3 in the saga enemies are jump as repeat it pand black a dagger them in them head that them a tell about shatter them man a go beat and batter them you know see up your chatter them mouth a massive them where them a do with man back at them Tuffy a beat them with the bar them fi know man at again number 1 pan the chat again me have the whole dancer rock again, headed to the top again. Myki Tuff, they can't stop again. Cause every tune me get hot again. Eeka Mouse say, what do them? Send it all. She got happy and we bust it till the nozzle hot. We burn that, run that and done that. Near the War General. Sound boy, go to your
yes, I.
Yeah, me and the
War play a little bit, play 30 seconds more, man. Myki Tuff. War General.
Me and the War General. Sound boy,
love the tune.
Yeah, me and the War. Rapping, you can't tell the one more time. Bullet. What do that sound boy when him get so bossy once a year him a war like Christmas turkey me wicked and bad and me get bloodthirsty killing off everything without no mercy bitter than lime and me sour like Cersei War general with the biggest army
Lord of mercy the War General they are massive they are live and work with the War General right now yeah man I tell you now so I tell you know me used to DJ you know I stopped DJ a long time but me used to DJ but this right here, this tune right here make me want to DJ again. I like the tune, I like the tune, man. We like the tune. Miss Sound Clash, man. Yeah, man. You make me feel like
you know. You see what you just said now. That's how lyrics used to go back in the day.
Man.
Man wouldn't fight a man. A man would come with a wicked lyrics, yes. And a man would say, no, me I go and go write a wicked lyric
right
like
one,
that.
man. Because I like the lyrics, man. Yeah, man. You know.
Yeah, man. And what it is.
And then do a watch party. But the thing I have to continue, that's why I like talk to him, I like the vibe and everything. So we'll play this next tune called Bring Sexy Back. I mean, we saved for last because my topic that. All right. Yeah, man. All right. Save the best for last. All right. Maybe it's you understand. Anyway, y'all tune into.
You play the tune them in the order of me with the internet.
Seriously? All right. Thank you. Thank you, boss. All right, boss. That's how we do it. All right. You're live on direct right now with the Huddle. Myki Tuff. This tune called Bring Sexy Back. Massive.
Now this one for the girl with the carnival wine. Me want to bring it to me one more time. Hot girl, them sexy and looking fine. This me want you feel do now. Bring sexy back. When you wind up your waist and a twist up your face, girl, bring sexy back. Fall in love.
Hold on, wait on. Pull up, massive. If you don't hear it, you know, it have like Afrobeat style at the back. I mean, you know, you understand. Listen careful. Listen, all my Africans, everybody out there right about now, this is Myki Tuff. So if you're Afrobeat DJ, get that one here.
Now this one for the girl with the carnival wine. Me want to bring it to me one more time. Hot girl, them sexy and looking fine. This me want you feel do now.
Watch you later.
Bring sexy back. When you wind up your waist and a twist up your face, girl, bring sexy back. For me love how you shape when hips are gyrate. Bring sexy back. Is a woman like you make me dance so pretty. Bring sexy back. When I dance in time like it's carnival. VIP when me step up me a king of diamond. 6, 7, 8, 9 girl fi wine pan. Them love Myki Tuff dancehall veteran. She's a dancehall queen. She don't give a damn. Cock it up, jack it up, back it up. Panayman, give me them the hot gal. Whining champion inna the dance them gal. Have me iPan. Caribbean girl represent your island. Bring sexy back. Girl a wine to the left, rock it down to the right. Bring sexy back. Work it.
Big up, Crutcher.
Work it you nice. Bring sexy back. Anytime when you
hey, Crutcher, how you doing, man?
Just bring sexy back. I'm in love to see you nice up the place. Wine up, pretty girl, wine up. Oozing sexiness, I can't get enough. Me love the big body girl when they back it up. Later on, you know me have something for you to climb up. You have enough style, whining is a must. And if a new dance come along, are you a bossy first Coca-Cola back of shape?
You live and direct.
Just like Paris,
Myki Tuff in the building.
Bring sexy back. When you
streaming, of course.
And I twist up your face, girl, bring sexy back.
All the way from London.
I love how you shape
UK.
Bring sexy back.
Wicked reggae artist.
It's a woman like you make the dance.
It's the Huddle Massive.
Bring sexy back.
Now ladies, back to the tune.
In time like it's carnival. You know see how much gyal a wine up. More than man coulda know. Woman them nuff. Them fat till them buff. When a carnival time up front is a must. Hey, me love the look up on your face. When you a wiggle and a jiggle to the drum and the bass. Hey, a full time it turn it up. When me hot sexy gyal them now. A time for erupt. Come here now, take the miggle. Whining machine. A your time for bubble. Nobody wine pan the next gyal man and get yourself in a trouble. Sit down in a me lap like a pear tree. Muggle me a top class. Jackie me no jack out of the saddle. Me no wibble, me no wobble. If you really want it bubble, yeah, me a something to give you, take it.
Oh my God.
And bring sexy back. Girl a wine to the left, duck it down to the right, and bring sexy back.
Ah boy, all right. I never want to cut this song at all. I play it 10 times. Massive, if you're just tuning in right now, again, this is the Huddle, K101 Jam 1 Radio, Mainstream Music Studios. You know what I mean? We're right here live and direct with the man Myki Tuff. That was the last tune we played for him tonight. We're gonna let Myki Tuff talk to you guys for a few minutes, and then we're gonna have to sign off. Don't forget, each and every Monday night right here, we're gonna bring sexy back. Yeah, man. Each and every Monday night we have a new artist straight from yard and everything. You know what I'm saying? Talk about reggae music and thing. This is called the Huddle. This is where we get to know the artist. This is where we get to do our thing, and you get to know the artist, and you get to do your thing. You understand? All right. So Myki Tuff.
Yeah, man.
So, boss, man, we're coming towards the end of the show, boys. It's a bittersweet, you understand? This is a great show. I like the way we talk tonight. I like this is what the Huddle is about. We get together, we sit, and we just talk, you know? We don't, nothing script. Just go with the flow and go with the energy. So right now, just for a last statement, you know, take 30 seconds or whatever and just tell people basically, you know, give some guidance and whatever. Just talk to the people basically, you know, just let them know.
People. Yeah, man, it's Myki Tuff. Like I say, what I try and do is push out positive energy. You know, that's the show and that's the kind of lifestyle we try and live. You know, we have good and bad in the world. All you have to do is recognize what is what. You know, stay upon your lane. you know, love who you can love, avoid who you can't love, you know. And just remember, say, for every time that it's bad for you, it's worse for somebody else in the world, you know. And keep listening K101, you know, because the music is the key to everything, you know. For real, the music is the key to everything. It opens the key to every door. All of the youth, them who off school, education is also the key, you know. So when you see some of them talking about them don't want to get educated, educate themselves, because it's the key to life, you understand? So we just say all parents love on the children endlessly, regardless. Show them some love. Don't dash them away when you can't manage it. Just stretch out and get your hand and look after those who you know are vulnerable right now in this time and also after. So the things that people doing now as good Samaritan, when this lockdown finish, continue doing those things as good human beings.
All right, boss. So guess what? I want you to tell the people where they can find your music, you know? I mean, how they can find you on what social media platform you on and how to find you, you know?
Yeah, man, so people can log on. All right, so it's Myki Tuff, which is MYKITUFF. That's Facebook and Instagram. You also have Facebook Myki Tuff Reggae Artist, and you have Myki Tuff Richards. But from the type in Myki Tuff, MYKI, it links you. Also Twitter. Most of our music is found on friendlyfiremusic.com. If people just find the link, friendlyfiremusic.com, you can link onto a Bandcamp. We also have free downloads of songs like Herbs and songs like Cook Something, which is Counteractions. But generally, like I said, it's Instagram, Facebook, Myki Tuff, or Myki Tuff Reggae Artist. YouTube page as well is Myki Tuff, MYKITUFF. And like I said, most of my music is Friendly Fire Music. Bring Sexy Back is actually a P Skinner Productions, and there's about 12, there's a whole heap of versions. But K101 and the DJ, you're going to get them. You're going to get them tuned. You know, you will get your jingles and everything. But for most of the people, like I said, UK-based artists based in Birmingham, and we just continue to push out live reggae music. That's what we tend to do as friends. Live drummer, live bass player, live guitarist. That's what we try and do. We also do 7 inches as well, but like we said, we move with the times. Everything is available on all the download formats. I want everybody to really try and support the One Love music. Share the video is out on YouTube. Go and spend on the 79p. Like the big sound man them. Yeah, big up. All of the sound man them. You see the time when you're spending £200 on a special, take the time to spend $1.50 in US or 79 pence